Well, here we are in the Grantham sale rooms of Colin Young. I've got Colin with me because we're celebrating 25 years of Bargain Hunt. It's been a big part of your life, hasn't it?
It has. I mean, I've been in it for sort of 23 out of the 25 years, and all started back in the heady summer of 2002.
Wow. Now, this is where it started for you in the Grantham sale room. But how did you get into Bargain Hunt? How did it start?
Well, it started off with an advert in the Antiques Trade Gazette, the weekly newspaper, and it said the BBC require experts for flog it and bargain hunt. And obviously I saw the advert and thought, I am the chosen one.
And were you the chosen one?
No, I went for a screen test and they didn't want me.
Right.
And then what happened was, and why it all started in Grantham was, we hosted the Christmas special of 2002 with David Dickinson, and we sat down in this very room to do the auctioneer's chat about the items that everybody had bought. I got on really well with David Dickinson, and lo and behold, we filmed it, and a week later I got the letter that said, thank you very much, the best show we've ever done, we'd love to book you as an expert.
Wow. Just goes to show, doesn't it?
Simple as that. So I've got the good letter, but I did still keep the rejection letter.
Bet you did. You got that framed somewhere, I'd imagine. Now, the Christmas special then, that was recorded, but what I hadn't realised, in the early days, some of the programmes went out live, didn't they?
They did. So it was a very short slot. So Christmas Day 2002, we follow the Queen, and there's only about 8 million people watching. So yeah, obviously we didn't want to make any errors. But then, because it's such a well-honed thing, we then went to do live television, both at prime time and daytime. And one of my very first, in fact my first shoot, did actually become a live auction in the evening on prime time in Exeter.
Wow. And what were the pressures of live? Have you got headpieces in telling you what to do?
Well, this was the funny thing. As an expert, it was an absolute doddle. Follow your markers, follow your cues, just do it, and it was so natural. No worries. As an auctioneer, really, really interesting, because the auctioneer is always the person that's in charge. Apart from on live television, because then you'll have a lorry parked outside for the outside broadcast, and in your ear is an earpiece with the director telling you to speed up, slow down, how many minutes it is until your lot's being sold, etc. So you'd be conducting the auction and reading out that lot number 75 is 3 pickled eggs and a cabbage, all start me at a shilling bid, 1 and 3, 1 and 3, 1 and 6, and you'd sell that quickly onto the next lot, which is a tray, you know, £50, 5, 65, and on like that. All of a sudden, 20 seconds to your lot, Colin, and you then have to quickly adjust your speed to sell the lot that you're actually doing, and then there'll be the 10, there'll be the 5 and the Q, Colin, and all of a sudden you've got to go back to lot number 25. Lot number 25 is now what we're selling, which is this very nice lamp, and you've then got to do it. And while you're selling it, because you have to hit all these times and markers, then you're getting more instructions. And of course they'll say, right, it's nearly time to sell, and of course then a new bidder comes in, and it then carries on all of this. So it was actually, very rare for me to be nervous, but once I'd done that first day, I couldn't sleep the night before. But having done it, had that adrenaline rush of live television, bring me tomorrow.
There is a buzz. There is a buzz about live.
There is, absolutely.
You know, there really is with that. And from that then, when did you become this sort of expert going round and doing all the other things as well?
Straight away. So it was virtually, I think it was like the January or the February straight after, I was straight into being an expert. And then obviously over the years, done plenty of expert. We've hosted many things from just normal programs to lives to specials and things like that.
I can't believe there's anybody that's not seen or at least heard of Bargain Hunt, but just explain the basic premise of what Bargain Hunt is.
Very simple. Daytime television. It's a game show. And by the way, there's a few antiques in it. And you've got 2 teams, a red team and a blue team. They're given 1 hour to shop, somewhere like, say, Newark. There's only 4,000 stalls, so it's obviously very simple. And you've got £300. You buy 3 items, you go to auction, and then it's the team that makes the biggest profit or the shortest loss. So it is as simple as that. Wonderful format, but that's the thing that's changed over the years. This core format is the bedrock of the show. They've obviously had various experts over the years, but again, there's a core of some of the original experts with some new talent in there as well. And little bits of changes over the years has been the thing that's kept it fresh, that's kept it vibrant, that's kept it current, and why people still love it.
And it appeals to such a wide audience. I think particularly also that the young student audience got into it as well.
Indeed. You know, so you've got farming community, always close at 12 o'clock, put the kettle on, get the sandwiches out, turn bargain hunt on. You've got the students as well that are just keen for it.
Just got up.
They've just got, yeah, I wasn't going to say it, but you knew what I was thinking. And yeah, it does happen. So it's such a variety of people that will watch it, and that's why it's so exciting.
What about the technicals of going out and about now? Do you still have a crew that goes out to the antique fairs when you're doing the filming?
Yeah, we do. So there'll be me, there'll be the team, there'll be the stopwatch, and well, you've got 1 hour, and that's it.
Yep.
And then of course there'll be the cameras, sound, directors as well. So as a little team, and of course the most important thing, you've got the contestants.
Yeah.
It's their show.
And are you trying to persuade them to go for certain items, or is it all on them? So you can walk away and say, well, I told you not to.
My job's there to stop them buying the disasters.
Right.
It's their show, they're their items. It's for them to enjoy, express and enjoy themselves and just make the most of it.
And what about now? I mean, do you still get that buzz?
Do you know what? There's a wonderful thing called rose-tinted spectacles. And I can look back 20 years and think how fantastic it was at the time. But I'll be honest now, we're like 23, 25 years later. And I have probably never enjoyed doing bargain hunt as much as I do now. And I don't know whether that's because as you get older, you sort of become a little bit more frivolous and don't quite care as much. But I care, but just to that level of, do you know what, turn up, enjoy yourself. And I'll be honest with you, at the moment, I'm just having an absolute ball and probably never enjoyed it as much in my life.
Well, long may it last.
Thank you.